People thought Chioma married a good man, handsome, calm, hardworking. But they didn't know one thing. Chioma did not marry only her husband. She married his mother and his sister too. And in that house, she was not the wife. She was the outsider. Chioma was a beautiful and respectful woman from Umudike village. She was known for her calm spirit and good character. When Chibuzo came to ask for her hand in marriage, her parents were happy. Chibuzo looked responsible. He spoke gently. He promised to love her. Even his mother smiled during the introduction. But that smile was not a peaceful one. It was the kind of smile that hides something. Still, the wedding was beautiful. Drums played, friends danced. Chioma entered her husband's house with joy in her heart. She thought she was going to build her own home. She did not know she was entering a battlefield. Before we continue the story, have you subscribed? The first week after marriage was sweet. Chibuzo helped her arrange the kitchen. He laughed with her. He called her my wife proudly. But everything changed the first time his mother visited. Mama Chibuzo walked into the house like a queen entering her palace. She looked around slowly. Then she said, "So, this is how you arranged my son's house?" Chioma smiled politely. "Yes, Mama." Mama shook her head. "In this family, we don't keep plates there." That day, she rearranged everything. Chibuzo stood there, quietly. He said nothing. Chioma thought it was just normal mother-in-law behavior. She didn't know it was only the beginning. Soon, Mama Chibuzo started coming every weekend. If Chioma cooked soup, Mama said it was too salty. If she didn't cook meat, Mama said she was stingy. If she dressed nicely, Mama said she was trying to show off. Then, the sister, Amarachi, joined the game. Amarachi was not married. She visited often, too often. She would whisper to her brother in the corner. After that, Chibuzo would change. One evening, Chioma served dinner. Chibuzo tasted it. Before he could speak, Amarachi said, "In our house, we don't cook rice this soft." Chibuzo dropped his spoon. "Chioma, next time, do it properly." Chioma looked at him in shock. Yesterday, he loved her cooking. Now, suddenly, it was wrong. Little by little, Chioma stopped feeling like a wife. She could not buy anything without approval. She could not visit her parents without permission. Even their bedroom discussions were no longer private. One night, she told her husband, "Your mother and sister are too involved in our marriage." Chibuzo became angry. "Don't ever speak about my family like that." "But this is our home. My mother gave birth to me. She has the right." That night, Chioma cried silently. She began to understand something painful. Her husband was not leading his home. He was being led. One Sunday afternoon, Mama Chibuzo gathered relatives in the sitting room. Chioma was in the kitchen. Mama raised her voice deliberately. "This generation of wives don't know respect." Chioma froze. Amarachi added, "Some women think marriage means freedom." They were talking about her, in her own house. And Chibuzo? He sat quietly, not defending his wife, not stopping them, just quiet. That silence hurt more than any insult. The final straw came when Chioma found out something shocking. Mama Chibuzo had a spare key to their house. She entered any time she liked. One afternoon, Chioma returned from the market. She saw her mother-in-law rearranging her bedroom, even her wardrobe, her private things. Chioma's hands began to shake. "This is too much," she whispered. That evening, she waited for her husband. She spoke calmly. "If this continues, I cannot stay in this marriage." Chibuzo laughed. "Go where?" That sentence broke something inside her. Chioma did not shout. She did not fight. Instead, she changed. She stopped complaining. She stopped reacting. She began planning her peace. She started a small online business quietly. She saved money. She built confidence. She began to glow again. Her silence confused them. Mama Chibuzo tried to provoke her, but Chioma only smiled. Then something unexpected happened. Amarachi got engaged, but her fiancé ended the relationship suddenly. Why? He said, "I don't want to marry into a family that controls marriages." The words hit hard. Mama Chibuzo was embarrassed. Relatives began whispering. Slowly, Chibuzo started noticing something. His friends stopped visiting. People joked that he was still under his mother's wrapper. It touched his pride. For the first time, he saw clearly. One night, he looked at his wife carefully. She was no longer begging for attention. She was calm, strong, independent. He remembered how she used to laugh, how she used to respect him, and how he allowed others to break her spirit. He felt ashamed. He finally went to his mother. "Mama, I am married now. Let me lead my home." Mama was shocked, but she saw seriousness in his eyes. It was the first time he spoke like a man. Change was not immediate, but it started. Visits reduced, interference reduced, keys were taken back. Chioma slowly allowed her heart to soften again because respect had returned. And this time, Chibuzo understood something important. A man who allows outsiders to control his marriage will one day sit alone in it. Moral lessons. Marriage is not a group project. Parents should advise, not control. A sister can love her brother, but she cannot run his home. Because the day a wife feels alone in her own marriage, the foundation begins to crack.